8:30. Thursday, January 2nd, the second day of our new year, 2025. Um, the year of maybe some of your Lord, not mine. Um, that's a way to get attacked on the internet, I guess. Um, yeah, it's been one of those days. It's very weird for me as someone who specifically keeps his store open on Christmas Day, on a New Year's Day. Um, all the weird, very Christocentric, whatever it would be, things about people being like, oh, what day is it? It's since Christmas and New Year's. Are you like, you have to be coming from a pretty amazing place of privilege to be able to just not work for a whole bunch of days like that. I do it in the holidays. Hey Joe. Oh, I don't know about tomorrow. We'll talk about it in a second. Maybe I'll get it together on Sunday, Joseph. Because we're gonna talk about tomorrow in 1 second. Like I did it on the holidays, but we literally are not allowed to work on certain days of the holidays. I guess if you're a very religious Christian, you're not allowed to work on Christmas, maybe even on Christmas Eve for some reason. But it's just bizarre to me. January 27th, you have no idea where even day it is because I just am off for so long. Okay, I'm jealous. Good for you. Yeah, so this week, January 1st and on, Joe, as you know, from all the years of the live stream and the podcast, is always this weird liminal space. I have to explain to all the college kids who are bored and just stopping in to look at what we have that we don't have as much as usual. I have to make decisions about reorders, etc., etc., etc. This year, we have the horror of the upcoming inauguration. 4 years ago, um, when January 6th happened, I think we covered that on the live stream. I would love to go and find that episode, but I also don't want to find that episode, if you know what I mean. The January 7th or 8th episode where we talked about it, I don't really remember. But yeah, we've got that coming up. We've got all sorts of crazy laws that might get passed. If you go to the early days of the live stream, you will find me talking about COVID response and that the madness that was. If you go through my social media and you go even farther back, you'll see me talking about the 2016 presidency and all those decrees that were passed then, executive orders and whatnot. So it's a very interesting time that we have coming up for us. Here, personally, we have an even stranger time because I decided to take it easy today. I decided to relax. Here, let me show you. And just clean up a little. We got rid of a short box here, consolidated, really cleaned up the new issues, made them a little bit more widespread, got everything nice and organized over here. But this is not the big cleanup that we have planned. See, everything's like, there's no big empty gaps like we had during the sale. Got all of this stuff filled in. Like you couldn't even tell that we just had a giant sale. If you know the story, you know that like this space isn't usually so bare. And this space isn't usually so spread out. But the big warning that I did for people is I did this. Just emptying this thing off little by little. So when people walk in the door, right, they're coming in through this door. When they walk in the door, they can already see, oh, something's up. Look at this. I don't even have books on half of the display. Just to give people that heads up, when they walk over here and they see me, I can explain that we just had the clearance sale because, frankly, that's what it's going to be like. Starting Monday next week, I'm giant stacks of books. Now we do have empty shelves over here that I'm going to use to my advantage for that. I'm going to use those empty shelves to move things back and forth. But that's January for us. Worrying about the state of the world and America and literally moving everything in the shop. So today was kind of insane for me as I waited for UPS to come. I waited and I waited and I waited. Clearly I missed Benny. He was out early. He came around 4 with 2 boxes. Now, I knew that I was getting a bunch of boxes tomorrow, Joe. That's why I said I don't know if I'll have your order ready. I knew I was getting a bunch of boxes tomorrow from Diamond, finally. Some December 18th, some December 25th stuff. A couple couple of things, I think, from one of the lost boxes, but I thought from other distributors and other orders and other things I would be getting a bunch of stuff from Benny. So all day I was kind of like, oh, what am I going to do with all the stuff when it comes? Oh, no. And it didn't. She got a book someone ordered and a bunch of diamond stuff, about a stack. It came to about a stack this big, and this much of it is available for the show. Everything else was holдлess stuff. About this much is for shelves, and I'll put that out next week. Unless the 4 boxes from Diamond plus other things that are coming tomorrow are too much. Then I may have to put stuff out early. But that being said, I'm getting 4 boxes at least tomorrow, Joe. I don't know if I'll also have time to get your order together, especially because you have things in those boxes. You have things that you're waiting for in those boxes. So probably Sunday next week, I will... what do these little emojis say? Worried, angry, star-eyed, dancing. Yeah, I mean, that's described exactly what I've been talking about here on the live stream. Anxious, starry-eyed, and worried. I also just got a new cough. I don't know where it came from, but don't feel congested, don't feel sick, just a chest thing. So that's fun. But yeah, anyway, very, very interesting. Sarah sending me baby videos. Baby is eating spaghetti and being adorable, so that's great. The big thing that I'm kind of like trying not to think too much about. There's plenty of big things that I am thinking a lot about, but the ones I'm trying not is how we're gonna make it through January. I just had business today with people still having off school, still having off college, and it was kind of dead. Like, again, the new 2025 cough, yeah. I got it right off the bat, straight. Like, I waited all night at the Apple store to get it. But yeah, I think that for February, when more of the turning around is done, when things are a little more, we're going to have to really put a focus on some money-making things, some big things, maybe getting more of Tony's stuff priced, some of the nice high-end books, maybe getting some nicer back issues priced. I have Jack, who brings us in stuff to trade for Tony's books, brought me in a whole box last week. It's all Archie. So anyway, we got some people visiting, so I'm going to head out, close up the shop in a few minutes, and see you all tomorrow. Until then, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind. Welcome. How's it going? All right, hope you